Hopefully everyone got dug out and here safely here. So here's the injury updates for you. So Rasul Douglas will not practice. He will be ruled out. And then everyone else will be out there in some way, shape, or form. So Taylor Rapp, DeMar Hamlin, Casey Toohill, Dalton Kincaid, Quentin Morris, Tyler Grable, Dewan Smoot, Balin Spector, all questionable for the game. Still looking. Yeah, I mean, we'll see, obviously, with the practice today, where that goes.
Sorry, how was the long list? Did you say Keon, or is he full?
He's full.
And no injury designation for the game?
Correct. Yep.
For school out, do you know who will be starting?
Still working through that. Have a pretty good idea. Just don't want to go there yet.
When did DeMar get injured? He was on the injury report.
It's really, we didn't find out till yesterday afternoon that he was hurting. So not hurting, but what we think he's dealing with here. So they were looking at some things. Honestly, I think Nate felt pretty good that it wasn't going to be an issue, and then yesterday afternoon it became an issue, more than we expected at that point.
Can you just take us through yesterday with not being able to practice in person, just what it was like from your perspective?
Yeah, a little bit different. We've had snow days in the past, so not all that different, but the unique part, not being able to practice. So we went, I came in and we had a good plan the night before, just with the forecast. Hey, let's make sure we have our quote unquote snow chain ready. And we put that into action early yesterday morning. And when we saw the conditions of the roads, some players, some needing treatment or just wanted to come in on their own, they came in. Most of them, I would say 90%, once we got the message out to them, stayed where they were at home. So we were able to look them in the eye over Zoom and just make sure that they were all good. And, talked about, hey, make sure you have food, make sure you hydrate throughout the day, as opposed to just being sedentary and sitting in their spot there. So try and move around your house, try and stretch a little bit. We then went back to, I think we took about an hour, kind of hiatus in between that. And the players had meetings with their sides of the ball and special teams. Lasted a few hours. And, honestly, it kind of lessened a little bit the intensity. So we thought maybe we'd get a chance to get them in. And then just decided it just wasn't safe enough to try and get them in here. So with all the workers out there trying to clear the roads and do their jobs, felt like it was best to keep them where they were at home. So that's really the extent of our day. The staff was here, the coaching staff, some of the other staff as well, made it here and tried to do as much planning and film work as we could. Well, we thought about, go back 24 hours, Chris. We thought about this is Wednesday night, as we're trying to figure out how intense is it going to be when we wake up on Thursday morning. We thought about trying to move up the start time Thursday morning to get them in, at least get something in, and figuring with the forecast we would have to get them out. And then we just decided, hey, it's, we had already come back off the West Coast trip where we could only do a walkthrough on Wednesday because of trying to get them back fresh and get them some rest. And then just by the time we woke up Thursday morning, it was bad as it was. No, yeah. So I'm getting there. So then yesterday we talked about, should we move it up today? And we didn't know what we would wake up to this morning. We had heard, I think the storm was forecasted through 1 p.m. today, or up to 1 p.m. today. So didn't want to try and, you got to think first and foremost about everyone's safety, players and other people. The more people we have on the road, the more dangerous it gets naturally. So we didn't want players, many of whom haven't driven in the snow much in their lives, getting on the road in the dark, and then who knows what could happen. So we just asked them, we sent them a message last night, just normal start time, And just if you have any questions, reach out to your position coach before you leave your house. But we will get back to you once we feel we have a good handle on where the roads are. So that's how the messaging went last night. And then we woke up this morning, and what a phenomenal job the crews have done out there to clear the roads and everything. So honestly, the biggest concern was getting people out of their driveways or out of their complexes, developments and whatnot. So, that's what we saw yesterday too. And we thought when it kind of broke a little bit around noontime, 1:00, thought maybe we could get them in. And we kind of went out. We sent some scouts out from here, not personnel scouts, but maybe some personnel scouts too, and tried to just see how, and the roads were good for how bad it had snowed to that point. But again, getting the guys out of their developments or out of their own driveways. So again, just felt like putting safety number one was the right idea, and then it ended up picking back up again. So yeah. Yeah. No, as a coach, you'd love to, right? Again, I can't do that to the guys. I just, it's Friday for them, and we are going to add some reps, and we added a walkthrough this morning. So more of a Thursday style daily schedule. And then the practice schedule will expand some of the reps a little bit, just because this is really our first practice, the only real practice we'll have here. So this week.
I know that you are still sorting through who would start for school, but are you looking for one person to take all of that, or are you going to rotate? Which you guys have done?
Yeah, don't think we'll rotate. I mean, that's not the initial plan. Ideally, we'll have a good handle on it when we finish practice today.
So I know losing a day of practice throughout the week's not ideal, but a couple of your guys, a bunch of your guys, 3 or 2 years ago, when you had the snowstorms in November, that kind of made your schedule vary during that week. Does that familiarity with a bunch of guys on this team maybe ease your concern a little bit just about not having that practice moving forward, getting ready for, again, a big up on the field?
Yeah, no, I think all in all, we're trying to we find a way. That's what we do, right? We did it then. That's our goal now. That's the vision. That's what we talked about on the Zoom yesterday. We'll figure it out. We find a way, and we go play our best and coach our best football. That's what you do. So you try and be solution oriented as you look at things. And yesterday, and I thought the players, the staff were phenomenal in taking that type of approach, and no different this morning. They've been great. So I think that's what you do. That's what we did then, and that's what we're planning on doing now. Yeah. Dalton Kincaid is on there. Yes, he is. Yes.
John, what has Cam Lewis meant to this team?
Position flexibility, 2 words, right? Position and flexibility, or 1 word in football, in the football world. Position flexibility, all 1 word. Just incredibly valuable for us. Playing nickel, playing dime, playing special teams, playing safety. He's done a phenomenal job, and fun to watch him grow. Right, a local product out of UB and Detroit as well. So be good for him to go home a little bit here.
When you look at this Detroit offense and how they're built, especially with those 2 running backs, the physicality of their offensive line, how much in a week like this, where you maybe didn't get to ramp it up physically, is that concerning going into a matchup against a team like this? Yeah,
no, I trust our guys. I really do. Did we have plans to go in pads? What would have been Thursday? Yes. That said, sometimes you can't do what you really want to do, and you do your best and you make it work. And that's, our guys know what it's going to take. I mean, it's a heck of a football team. They're physical, to your point, and extremely talented. So it's going to take a heck of an effort as a collective team. And that's where it's got to start is the physicality in the line of scrimmage. So they know what's expected.
Your style.
Can you quantify how much you lose by not having a padded session for
Reps, feel, technique, fundamentals. I think it's just more kind of the boulders of football, that you have to continue to hone. And that's why you save some padded practices for this time of year. But listen, couldn't get it in. It's just the way it goes. Nothing we can do about it. So.
Your style, that's one. your style of defense, the scheme, primarily playing on a nickel. How much in a game like this, after maybe you didn't do the job you wanted against the run last time out, do you look to Taryn and his veteran leadership, his ability to right the ship?
Yeah, all the guys that have been here and that have experienced how we play when we're at our best and what's expected, and again, they know the vision, and we got to make sure that vision gets communicated throughout everyone on the defense, and so it's all about building alignment, right? Sometimes you don't get the result you're looking for, and you gotta, hey, let's make a correction. This is where it needs to be corrected, and you correct it. Doesn't mean it's going to get done all the way the way you want it to right away, but you keep moving towards that goal, and you do that with truthful communication. So, all right, thank you.
Derek, will you have that?
Yes.
Thanks.